I am an American, and as an American, I love one thing and one thing alone. Shotguns, brother, hell yeah, brother! Alright, so welcome to this stupid idea that I had. If you don't know, the boomstick is downright my favorite pre-hard mode weapon, and I had the oh-so-genius idea of beating the whole game with only shotgun weapons. What I didn't realize when I started is that I'd have a whole 5 weapons to pick from. I get 2 in pre-hard mode and 3 in hard mode. Also no, the Xenopopper does not count because it's not on the wiki page. Much to my dismay, trust me. Can I beat the game with this loadout only? I mean, probably you're seeing the video, but just pretend you don't know for me, okay? We start out as every playthrough does, immediately cutting down trees and making fun of the guide. Also, I hope nobody minds that I play with a bunch of visual mods added. I'm not taking it off, so. We run away from spawn immediately into the first cave we see to get some initial loot. The Crimson is unfortunately incredibly close to my house, so that sucks. First chest is Hermes boots, second chest is a cloud. If I could make this shit up, why can't I get this lucky in every world I play? With that initial loot boost, our only objective has slimmed down to finding the boomstick. We set up some housing, collect a few more surface chests to the left of the house, and make a break for the jungle. We didn't make it before night fell, so now we have to wait the night out. We spend the night catching critters and making our spawn oh so pretty. Look at how lovely this is. Did someone say tin chest plate? I feel like this is just what I do now. We take a little detour during the night to grab the Undertaker, not to use, but to let the arms dealer move in early to get some bullets. The second I have access to my beautiful, beautiful fucking shotgun, I want access to it. We explode another heart and get a rotted fork. I wouldn't even keep you as a weapon in my Terraria playthrough. Off to the jungle of misery and hornets. We set a spawn preemptively because I know this shit is about to be a nightmare without a proper weapon to defend myself. We dive into the jungle and start opening up some chests. Shoe spikes, flare gun, boomstick behind door number 3, baby, let's go! With a proper weapon and some more life, we can go caving. We use a teleportation potion to end up somewhere totally random and scoop up some goodies. Check out this chest. I've never seen one fully encased like this before. It's weird, right? And we got a cool dead man's chest that'll never get me. I'm too good at this shit. We make a swift retreat back home, get a hook, and I decide that I want a nice place to put all my stuff for once instead of a pile of shit on the ground. So I proudly present to you the Boreal Wood Storehouse and the Sleepy Shade Wood Trophy Hall. They are magnificent and will truly go down in history as the greatest legacy I leave on this world. We make our way to the right, finding the dungeon, a sky island by sheer fucking luck with a horseshoe. God damn, this world is treating me right. The ocean, thank fuck I don't need to do any fishing, I'm so tired of fish. And some sweet pylon action. It's time to get a real armor set, so we blow up a huge hole in the desert and get to work collecting fossils. With my will to live reinstated, a full set of fossil armor, and a teleportation potion that takes me straight to 3 chests and 1 mushroom biome, I'm ready to beat up a few bosses. Also this instant elevator, I guess, but who cares about that bullshit? I sure as fuck don't. Band of regeneration? More like band of eat my nuts. My health is quite a bit low, but this battle is about as easy as it ever is. Boomstick can carry me all day, all night. I would absolutely... Oh, hey, a skylight. That's cool. Before we do much else, we need more life. We drink up a Spelunker potion and head off to find more life crystals. We get our nuts smashed in by a hoplite, find some obsidian for later, 380 life, and get very rudely interrupted by a blood moon. On top of that, we get absolutely no good loot from it. Wow, that Crimson is spreading fast. What the fuck? Hate that. I'm gonna end the Brain of Cthulhu out of pure spite, totally not because I want meteor bullets. We kill him very easily as he takes knockback like a fucking loser. We take a shot at Skeletron the same night, and yeah, it goes about as well as you'd expect, honestly. Quick visit to the meteor, grab up the vast majority of it, and leave the rest because I just cannot be bothered, I gotta be real. El Goblinos arrived that morning, so we dispatch them with our cool piercing meteor bullet shotgun. We head off to find our favorite little shit, the Goblin Tinkerer, and perhaps even one last life crystal to top us off. No life crystal, but we do find Goblin Man selling his shit at unreasonable prices, so we set him up a shitty shack in Mushroom Land. You charge me enough. You're not charging me double just because I'm homeless. I'm gonna starve. Wah, wah, wah. That's what you fucking sound like. I hope you explode. We do some tinkering of our own, getting some cool new accessories and shit. We're actually ready for Skeletron now, so we head on over. Could not make this shit up if I tried. You'd think after 1600 hours course I'd be good at this game, but no, of course not. We take the day to set up some housing, expand the arena, find the last fucking life crystal I need for the love of God. Yeah, I didn't find one. They're not real. I'm gonna grow old with 380 life, man. We challenge Skelly again, and with the expanded arena, we have enough maneuverability to dodge his skulls. It goes almost poorly, but I'm too fucking good for that. We dive into the dungeon for two things: the Cobalt Shield and enough bones for Necro Armor. Necro Armor will be our armor set for taking on the Wall of Flesh. We also discover something absolutely fucked about our dungeon, but we'll get to that in time. Wanna guess what it is? Leave a comment if you think you know what it is. That sounds way more stupid saying it out loud now than you think it does. Regardless, we've got Necro Armor now. We take a dive into hell and collect a lot of loot for a lot of cash. The obsidian we collected earlier is going straight into a double obsidian insta-bridge. I could not be less bothered trying to build some shit like this myself, so our grand plan is very simple now. I don't want to get this video age restricted myself. Oh, so that's why everyone says unalive now. Got it. I need gravestones to get the arms dealer to sell me the quad barrel shotgun, so absolutely beautiful shotgun, simply stunning. It only cost me my life 6 times over. We get caught by a blood moon, so we AFK in a tiny little trap, not realizing that I forgot to ramp the blocks up so we'd actually kill things. Well, it's fine. I got what I needed. I feel a little silly about it, you know? I forgot to kill King Slime, so we tie up that loose end and head off to collect a voodoo doll. I need 1 fucking life crystal. Come on, man. For the love of God, you gotta be kidding me. There has to be a life crystal left in this world. There's no way I just ran out. I've been looking for hours now. I'm sorry. I'm not even angry over you right now. I bear no grudge against anyone. It's just that the world feels so wonderful right now. Oh hey, the ether. Let's fight the Wall of Flesh. The quad barrel shotgun is literally just the boomstick, but with more bullets. With the meteor bullets, we're able to just run and gun, spray and pray, and on our first try, we explode the Wall of Flesh into our very own pile of slightly warm meat. Not even a second into hard mode, we can find our first upgrade, which is simply the shotgun. This will be our weapon of choice until we can upgrade it into an onyx blaster, which will be our choice of weaponry until Golem. Our altars bless us with cobalt, mithril, and titanium. I am thrilled to see titanium because despite the nerfs, it's still far better than adamantite. It's not even close. What the fuck is an altar exterminator? Oh my god, holy shit, this was a mistake. Alright, let's get the ore grind over with. Cobalt, mithril, then titanium armor. I've never done this before, but I duplicate some crystal shards, not just for money, but to actually use for crystal bullets. If it works for the clockwork assault rifle, it probably does fine for the shotgun. Ice golems and frost armor as usual. I've done this for so many playthroughs that at this point I doubt it's even shocking. Crunch up a couple wyverns, make some frost wings, the industry standard. We take the time to grind up mimics. Call me Edwin the way I'm making these mimics. Call me David the way I get hit by a fucking car trying to take on the twins. Turns out I do need the onyx blaster to beat them, so we farm up some dark shards and souls of night. We make the onyx blaster finally, reforge up, and start on an incredible arena for the mechs. I guess. We take a little detour to beat up Queen Slime's oiled up bouncing jiggly ass for her mount. The things I would do to this boss if she were real is insane. I mean, give me a fucking snorkel and let me dive into Queen Slime. God damn. We beat Queen Slime very quickly and get her mount. It's a slower fight than I'd personally like, but it goes well. We make a summon for each of the mechs and summon up the destroyer first. Man, I just cannot catch a break, can I? It dawns on me that so far I'd entirely forgotten about potions. You know, those things that you pretty much need to kill any boss in this game on master mode. Forgot them entirely. Next night we give the twins a shot because they spawn naturally and we absolutely blast them out of the sky. We take down Spaz first, then Retnazer a cakewalk afterwards. Same night, I'm feeling confident, so we give Prime a shot too. Shockingly, his fight goes incredibly well in the first try. Almost like preparation is the key to beating your opponent. I mean, it sounds like bullshit to me, but sure, whatever works. Destroyer time on the next night, and admittedly, not having a piercing weapon is a little ever so slightly the worst and most painful way to fight the destroyer. It takes so goddamn long, and every second I fight him, I miss my Drippler Crippler more and more. We did make the time crunch, however, and Plantera is awaiting us in the jungle. We make a pickaxe axe because everyone knows the Drax is the equivalent of the immortal in Terraria. It's simply inferior. We teleport to the pylon and... well, why don't I just give you my live reaction? What are the goddamn odds? On that note, we make the arena and start grinding out chlorophyte. I'd rather not waste this opportunity to kill Plantera first try, so we gather up a couple life fruits, enough chlorophyte for shroomite down the line, but a current set of chlorophyte armor now. We get a little break with the solar eclipse. I don't really need the drops, but sure, why not? Moonstone. We convert our spawn into a mushroom biome for the truffle and head off to fight Plantera. We have an incredibly large arena, so fighting her isn't much of a problem. The outdated Onyx Blaster really shows during the fight though. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as I'd like, and the tentacles really slow us down. Lucky for us, I don't care. We explode her, we get our useless loot, craft up our shroomite armor, and head off to the dungeon. Now remember when I said that there was a little problem with our dungeon? Problem is as follows. Tactical skeletons are the only enemy we need to farm for our final weapon, the tactical shotgun. The only shotgun with auto fire, the highest damage, and higher rate of fire. The tactical skeleton spawns in the dungeon behind tiled dungeon walls. Can you take a wild guess as to what kind of wall didn't naturally spawn in our dungeon? Go ahead. I'll wait. That's right, this entire dungeon has absolutely 0 tiled walls. So we take an hour to build this big ass room full of tiled dungeon walls that we tossed in the shimmer to make dangerous. Either I'm an idiot or I don't know how this feature works because they do not spawn any dungeon enemies. Thank God we have Fargo's mutant mod or else we may not have been able to finish this playthrough. Anyway, I'm going to raid the Golem temple and everyone inside is just gonna have to deal with it. We get to the end, God this room is tiny, and we died to fucking Golem. I am fully deflated now. We died to fucking Golem. We take a different approach and lead him out of his temple over to our Plantera arena, and it becomes way easier. Slow, tedious, and infuriating, but easier. We break his stupid hands, take off his stupid head, and then shoot his stupid body so he dies. Finally. We craft the celestial stone thing, reforge, and prepare for the endgame. We start with our best friend, Lunatic Cultist. Blood is built like a redditor, so the shotgun takes him down in no time. The only issue is that chlorophyte bullets home in on his attack sometimes instead of him. It sucks a bit, but what are you gonna do? We take him out and head off to fight the pillars. Now, the fact that the shotgun has 0 crowd control is about to really show. The pillars in a good playthrough usually take me about 20 minutes. If I'm doing a weird challenge or some kind of weapon specific playthrough, maybe 40 minutes. This shit took me no less than 2 hours. The vortex pillar ends up being the simplest of the 4. All that needs to be done to take out all the enemies is a hole in the ground, then shooting the pillar from incredibly far away to take it out. The solar pillar is about as much of a disaster as usual. Shocker. The nebula pillar is so far away, and my jungle pylon is underground, so that became an absolute nightmare we died 12 times to. Before we take down the last pillar, we set up a new strategy for the Moonlord. I don't really want to take down Duke Fishron, but I also don't really feel like close combat's gonna cut it with this weapon. The solution I came up with is a minecart track in the sky, spanning the entire world. It'll take a little getting used to, but I think this could be a good solution a lot of the time in terms of not getting hit. Once we get the minecart track set up, we take out the last pillar and go ahead and fight the Moonlord. A quick test shows that it'll work out just fine, but it has a couple issues we need to iron out. Timing the takeoff right lets us avoid the death laser, but that gets ruined every time we need to turn around at the edge of the world. The downside of this strategy is that it takes so goddamn long with the shotgun. Even this first test where we knock out a couple of eyes takes 7 minutes. For our first try at a brand new strategy, we get surprisingly close. We can iron out the kinks and this should only take a couple tries. Right? We set up a nurse home to spawn at so that when we reach the edges of the world, we don't need to worry about turning around. This also lets us heal up if we get too injured. We make the ends of the minecart into bumper tracks anyway, just in case. We give it another shot, and while the nurse box improves things, takeoff is very slow from the house, and we end up taking a lot of damage at spawn, getting stuck and fucked. Or in other words, Step Moonlord finds us in a very compromising position and takes advantage. We take the opportunity to farm up 2 tabby, one for Master Ninja gear and the other to use as a dodge so we can increase our chances of dodging attacks altogether. We also replace some of the tracks close to spawn with booster tracks, and they'll let us take off faster when we retreat to the nurse box. We replace a few of our movement accessories with defensive ones as well, just to maximize our damage reduction. Instead of flying up to our track, we'll use the Queen Slime mount. What could go wrong with that move? All this prep done, we feel confident enough to summon him back up. We run away from him with chlorophyte bullets so we can shoot him from as far away as possible. We're getting really close to killing him after we knock out his last eyes when we make the worst and most disgusting mistake possible. We unset our spawn. If we get hit at all and need to heal, we're completely boned because we took off our movement accessories. I'm sure you can guess what happens next. Unfortunately for us, that was our last sigil too. You know what that means. Great, he's back. Love this guy. We spend 16 actual minutes running away and shooting at him until we eventually get him to explode with the true and raw power of our shotgun. My main takeaway from this playthrough is holy shit, I missed the vortex beater. Also, this minecart strategy is really cool if we can refine it. I bet this shit would go crazy. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm gonna keep this short because it's late, but seriously, thanks for the support lately. We're really close to 500. If you want to like and subscribe and all that, you get the rights to say you were here before 500 subs. Have a good night, everybody.